they said the Jewel blasted Ebony back. Ebony thinks that she have monopoly to insulting people or making people feel bad. But unfortunately, like I said earlier, I think the Jewel came back prepared. Yes, so she came back prepared because according to the information, they said what she told Ebony shocked Ebony. Ebony, who told the Jewel that she shouldn't relax and enjoy the palace, that she should enjoy the palace while it lasts, because with time that she is going to run off the way she did before. Even when we all know that it is Ebony who orchestrated the reason that the Jewel left before. But I believe that the Jewel left the way she did in order to save her son and herself, because they said it got to a point that she felt so sick, and instead of allowing herself to buy in the palace, if you're just joining, you're welcome, she decided to go away from the palace. But at first, her relationship with the king wasn't good due to the way she left and due to what she posted on Instagram about her marriage with the king. But along the line, they started getting along, especially when the king got to know that Ebony has been the brain behind everything that the Jewel went through in that palace before leaving. So now that God have decided to reunite the Jewel and the king, even though Ebony and Co, they fought so much to make sure that that did not happen. But at the end of the day, it has happened. It has happened. The only thing that is left is the Jewel appearing in public with the king, of which I believe that when the time comes, that too will happen. Because if you guys listen to the king's message on the day that he celebrated his 10th year anniversary, he said, okay, he talked about the Sultan of Sokoto promising to give him a northern princess to marry, to make his wife's 8. He said he is okay with the 7, with the 7th one. And I think it was a day or few days before that coronation. The Jewel was in the palace with Prince Tade. If you remember that video where the king was asking Tade, what is the name of your mother? And they tell your mother bye-bye. I don't know if how many of you that watched that video to tell you that they have reconciled. But due to their culture and tradition, there are few things that they will have to do. If you're just joining, you're welcome. There are few things that they will also have to do before they will start appearing in public together. So, and for that reason, they said the Jewel's villa in the palace, the keys to that place has also been handed over to her. So recently, she has been frequenting the palace. But what she is doing is that most times she doesn't spend the night in the palace. So they said on one of the occasions, she was going to the king's chamber and Ebony stopped her. Ebony said a lot of horrible things to her. How she thinks that she is winning. How Ebony is going to make her stay in the palace unbearable. How she is going to frustrate her stay and everything. So they said the Jewel was just listening to Ebony. And when Ebony finished blabbing, because that is what it is, she told Ebony that, look, you see that your days are numbered in this palace. That one thing you should know is that there is time for everything in this life. That time you think you have won, maybe that is your time for winning. But this time around, you are going to be disgraced out of this palace. They said the Jewel told Ebony that at the appropriate time, that the Almighty God that she served will disgrace Ebony out of this palace by making Ebony do something that she will use her hands and push herself out of the palace. That it is not going to be the king that will do it though. Because you guys know that if it is the king who forced Ebony out of the palace, it will bring bad name to him. And remember that Iyanefa have told the king over and over again not to push Ebony out, not to do the Ituase that the king is planning to do. Because left for the king, he doesn't want Ebony in that place. He really wanted Ebony out. So now, they said the Jewel told Ebony that, look, the king is my husband. You are a side chick turned wife. But the king's heart belongs to the Jewel. And because no matter how hard you try, no matter where you visit, no matter the rituals that you do, the king can never love you. Never. You are just in that marriage for obligations and duties and everything. If you ever think you are going to make the king love you, you are just dreaming. That at the appropriate time, you will use your hand and send yourself out of this palace. That is what they said the Jewel told Ebony. And if you guys remember, they said Iyanifa have also told the king that she is coming. By the time she will come and undo most of the things that Ebony did in the palace, that is giving her that full confidence that Ebony, that the way she will leave the palace, she will run and will never look back. You see this case where they said the king is begging Ebony to please go back to UK. And Ebony is saying, no, 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 no. That time will come when she will return back to UK if she did not use her hands and by herself. That by the time she will return, she will not even remember the palace for a very long time. They said the Yanefa have told the king that they shouldn't allow Ebony to bring bad name to them, because that is what Ebony is planning to achieve. They shouldn't give her that opportunity. And Ebony thinks that going to taunt the Jewel will make her happy. They said the Jewel told her that you can never have a space in the king's heart. You can do your juju, go ahead and do everything that you are doing. That you can never achieve that. And the information also have it that due to the fact that immunity have been removed from Ebony, you see all those spiritual stuff that she's doing, there are some of them that she can no longer do now. And that is her major problem. So that is what we are hearing if the information is true. I will always remind you that these are all alleged unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them, okay? Do well to share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.